I'm starting as a level 1 in Red Dead Online to answer one question. How good is the game now?
Kinda unfulfilling.
Red Dead has failed.
Bland experiences ever.
But now, almost 6 years later, we'll check out the blood money contracts, telegram missions, dynamic events, roles, new glitches, to see if the game is actually worth it. This is Red Dead Online, starting as a level 1 in 2024.
Let's see what we got.
I was in prison for a crime I didn't commit. We were sent to work near Blackwater,
Get in.
when out of nowhere,
Good day, gentlemen.
someone
Let him out.
got us out.
The mistress is waiting for us.
I was free. He gave me a horse and led me to a woman, Jessica Leclerc. She had an offer.
Jessica Leclerc, how do you do?
Her husband was murdered and I was set up by the actual killers. If I helped her get her revenge, they would have me out. And so, after they gave me a new set of clothes, I was introduced to Mr. Cripps,
Hello, partner. Harley.
who would be in charge of establishing my own camp. While they took care of that, I had to go to the nearby station and see the clerk for my first job.
I heard you might want to earn a little money. Some gentlemen have been robbing our stages. If you can make them go away, I'm sure they will have something of interest to you.
And so, I got on my horse and went on my way. One of the things that I forgot about this game was the unique feeling of traveling through the open world, how immersive it felt, how grounded it was, the chance of meeting other people doing their own thing with their own stories in an immersive world. It reminded me of games like StarCraft X, where you have to survive in the exclusion zone, avoiding mutants and anomalies, on top of enemy factions, all while looking for loot and artifacts. We are dropped in an MMO open world where you can play with friends, do PvP or PvE, all while being free to play. In StarCraft X, they've added a new mechanism for clan wars and outposts in new locations, specifically for team PvP activities. NPCs become smarter and acquire new skills, such as learning to hide behind covers and jump off high obstacles. The game had the largest update to the graphics engine too, from new lightning to a new weather system. Moreover, there's a new loot spawn system throughout the game world. The new character animation engine updated the movement. Every player will appear more realistic and fluid, while also having many ways to perform parkour. Besides that, you can play the new storyline, which presents a new global threat by the arrival of a new faction. You can have your own personal shelter, where you can craft consumables like ammo and medical kits, rest after battles, and customize it with decorative objects like flooring and wall decor. Be sure to click the link in the description and use my promo code to receive rewards and bonuses for new and returning players. Don't forget, check the link down below and try StarCraft X. I found their camp. Undetected, I had the upper hand. I used the foliage and the trees to my advantage. I approached the enemy camp quietly. One of them was guarding a flank. I took a good look at an elevated vantage point. There were multiple bandits. The best move was to take them one by one.
Okay. You're real good, friend. Here. Take this. It's a map. Just be kind. Don't kill me, please.
I proceeded to loot every single corpse, got some ammo and consumables before leaving the area to look for the treasure. It seemed to be located near a river. chest and got a free ability card, $3 and 0.05 gold bars. Awful to be honest, but things will change soon. I got the Painted Blood card and left to get my next mission from some horse thieves. Clay and Clive Davis.
There's a gang of ne'er-do-wells with a bunch of horses they stole from me. Maybe you could get them for me.
We needed to get them for ourselves and meet them at the stable at Blackwater. This was my first mission with other people. It was supposed to be a clean hit and run. We managed to deliver the horses.
Here's some money you earned. Let's give our friend here back the horse.
Clay and Clive gave me my own horse. I reached rank 3 and went to talk with Crips at my new camp.
I've got everything set up. Oh, I saw Horley. Now, he wants you to come down and meet him in Blackwater.
I heard shots in the distance. I set up my playing style to defense to avoid getting one-shotted by griefers. I also was able to begin doing daily challenges. In Red Dead Online, you have cash and you have gold bars. Cash lets you buy guns, horses, clothes, and almost all items in game, while gold bars are required to get access to rolls, which lets you do different gameplay activities and missions to get more cash or even more gold bars. They're also the premium currency, which you can buy with real-life money to buy anything you want faster. Nowadays, you can get gold bars by doing daily challenges, playing the story, doing stranger missions, telegram missions, or blood money missions. It's not that hard to get them, but it requires quite a few hours of gameplay. My goal is to get the bounty hunter role and its prestigious license. On top of that, I want to do at least one of the new heists that were part of the blood money update. And so, I proceeded to go to Blackwater to continue the story, where I met Mr. Jones.
The world's business is kindness and gentleness and...
Quite a crazy guy.
First go see the sheriffs and see what work is afoot.
My next task was to talk with all the sheriffs around the map for some work.
Go and pay them all a call.
Meet me back here after you've seen them.
Before starting things off, I pet a dog and came across a camp being raided by bandits. I decided to help. With that done, I stumbled upon some wild carrots nearby, which happened to be one of the daily challenges. If you manage to get a 7-day streak by doing at least one challenge a day, you can get a gold bar multiplier for all following challenges. This gets higher and higher each consecutive week. Back to the main story, I met Valentine's sheriff.
My stolen property. Get me Bob Crawfish and his closest associates by any means necessary.
No, not by any means necessary. Kill nobody.
Get them and bring them to me, and you will be handsomely paid.
Let's go! The Upper Montana! See you on the river! Lead off!
The objective was to capture them alive. But one of our teammates killed one of the criminals. I had a bad feeling about this. We tried once again. Chase the criminals. Same thing. Third time's the charm. Finally, nobody killed anyone. We got them and brought the criminals to the railroad.
Hello, Clinton.
Where's my property?
We invested in them together. You owed us money.
I did no such thing. Where are my things?
In the basement of your sister's house.
My sister. Kill these men, will you?
We had two options: to set them free
Leave them on the track.
or leave them on the tracks.
You're not gonna let some good old boys die because of some Staffordshire China and an argument.
After finishing the mission, I tried completing another daily challenge. I had to participate in a horse race. Everything was going fine until that happened. I ended up losing, but at least I completed the challenge. I proceeded to make my way to the next sheriff location.
I'm sorry. He said he wouldn't run away.
Shut up. This idiot right here just let the most notorious con man in the whole goddamn state walk clean out of a cell. If you get him back for us, we'll happily pay you.
We headed down the canyon and found his camp.
Well, I'd say it's good fortune me and you both found it. I don't like this.
I managed to hog tie him. Unfortunately, we needed to go through the whole canyon killing all the bandits. Our horses got scared, so we had to proceed by foot.
Let me go. I've got money. I've got a lot of money. And I'll pay.
We refused
You're too dumb to know a good deal when you hear one.
and brought him to the sheriff.
Good. Real good.
Look,
Put him up on my horse there.
For the next daily challenge, the objective was to run and run a lot. It was good because it made my stamina level up too. I ran and ran all night long. After that, I went to the general store to buy some provisions.
Ah, new face. Come on in.
I needed to restore my course, bought drinks and food. That done, I visited the last sheriff.
She's my wife. They'll do terrible things to her. You've got to help me. I'll pay handsomely. They took her. The outlaws, I believe. Up to Twin Rocks. Thank you.
It seemed the man's wife was kidnapped. We went to the suspect's location.
He sent you, didn't he? He sent you. Well, I'm not coming. I can't go back to him.
We're in love. Leave us be. Look, I'll give you all we have. It ain't much, but it's something. Just help us escape from here. Come on, please.
I'm not going back. Cliff, you swore. You swore I wouldn't have to go back.
They'll have to kill me to get to you. Come on, folks. Have a heart. Please.
It seemed the husband was not a good man, so we decided to help the couple escape.
Do it. Don't make me go back to him.
Terrence O'Dowd is not a good man. And you're not the first folks he sent. I think they're gonna help us.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Come on. Wagon's outside. Money there, too.
He will have sent men to watch you people. They'll know you're trying to help us.
Then we best be quick.
If we die, we'll die together.
Why won't he leave us alone? How many more of them we gotta kill?
He'll never leave us alone. He'll keep saying you kidnapped me until some other fool comes and kills you. Or me, or both of us.
No. We'll run. Somewhere hot. Mexico. Australia. Here. Take this. Thank you for being a decent human being. Tell him we drowned. Or got hit by a train.
Tell him to go hang himself. Tell him whatever you want. Just let us go. Cliff, isn't it all so romantic?
Back at Blackwater, I encountered some corpses on the ground. Seems someone had some fun there. I entered the tailor shop,
Hello, welcome.
completing another daily challenge. Checked the prices, but they were crazy high. I couldn't afford anything yet. I spent some time completing more challenges. One of them required killing players in a PvP match, but I wasn't able to find one at all. Thankfully, I found myself near Blood Money mission. Blood Money was the name of the last biggest update in the game, which added tons of new missions which led to 3 different heists.
Thank you for agreeing to meet with me. For some time now, the organization that I represent has been using a unique system of exchange for our more sensitive business dealings. This we call Capitale. The value of Capitale depends on a certain exclusivity. Understand? I need every piece of Capitale taken out of circulation and returned to me. In return, I will reward you with a unique business opportunity involving our friend, Senator Ricard. But that is for later.
To be able to get access to the heists, you needed to collect Capitale, which you were able to get by completing Blood Money missions. At this point, I had access to all of them, but I didn't know that. I thought I needed to buy a hard gun kit from the fence, so it took me a while before realizing that I was wrong. Roaming around the open world, someone asked me for help.
The raiders grabbed some boy over in the alley, taking his money or who knows what. You look like you could do something about it. I couldn't just leave the fella like that after I saw it. Let's hurry now. This is all but over. I got no problem.
When you get to hell, you tell them the raiders sent you knocking.
Listen, could you give me a ride out of here? I don't come to the city too often. I work out in Caliga Hall. Oh! Damn it! I knew this wasn't over. Ah! Big old Yes, here we are, Caliga Hall. It's good to be back. Appreciate you doing all this.
While the reward wasn't much, the fact that it was a dynamic open-world event was great. It felt like a living, breathing world. Alongside the Blood Money crimes, there was another big update that added Telegram missions. These are missions that you can play solo at any time, and from my experience, tend to be more stealth-oriented. Thing is, there is a wide variety of options on the menu. I had no idea what I was choosing, and I ended up starting with the worst one in my opinion. It was called Call to Arms. It wasn't even a mission. I had to survive 10 waves of enemies by myself. It was impossible to do without a group. I managed to survive around 4 waves, killing hundreds of enemies, but failing the mission. Later on, you'll see more Telegram missions that are actually really good. Like at the open world, I encounter a man hanging for dear life from a tree.
I cannot thank you enough. I would be dead if not for you. I'm sure of it. I do not have any valuables, any money. You deserve more. But I thank you from my heart.
Another dynamic event. As small and simple as they were, they made the experience so much more immersive. Continuing with the main story.
Oh, the madam picked well. Horley, this fellow'll do more than Avenger. Send him to help out the Marshal.
If you need to earn some money and stay somewhat out of trouble, go see Marshal Davies. He's supposed to stop every bastard killing innocent folk.
World always needs good men.
Harley told me to see Marshal Davis. On the way, I came across Sean from the single-player campaign. He gave me a free roam mission.
You looking for work? There's a stage. Runs out of Aurora Basin. I heard a fella say it's laden with silver. It'd be a rotten shame to let it pass by. Anyways, on with yous.
I had to ambush and rob a stagecoach.
Yes, absolutely, it's yours.
horse. Oh, won't somebody help me?
These type of missions are a good way to earn gold bars. The reward depends on how long it takes you to complete them. Thing is, the longer you take, the bigger the reward. And I didn't like that at all, because you have to just stand there waiting to basically get the full reward. The sweet spot for getting the most gold bars per time spent is 12 minutes, so I got 0.32 gold bars. After completing Sean's free roam mission,
Are you after Capitali? I got something new here.
I was now able to request blood money missions from him. There was a wide variety to choose from. The first mission I chose involved robbing a stagecoach that was carrying Capitali.
Seems a few of the local fellas have picked up a bit of the Italian stuff. I haven't noted down where and when they'll be transporting the Capitali. Stagecoach. Only a few guards.
First, I had to take out someone that could give me the routes for the transport. With that done, I robbed the stagecoach.
Jesus Christ! Here, okay, just take it.
Once I was finished, I waited out the timer by exploring and looting a house nearby. Found some loot. I liked that exploring the world was worth it. You could find useful items, consumables, and collectibles. By completing the mission, I got 0.24 gold bars. Didn't get any Capitali though. Sometimes you find it, but sometimes you don't. To get access to one of the roles, you needed to get 15 gold bars. One thing I forgot was the fact that if you enable two-factor authentication in your Rockstar account, you receive 10 gold bars for free as a reward. So I did that. It just takes some days to actually receive them in your account. Continuing with the main story, I met Marshall Davis.
You're Horley's proteges, huh? Tom Davies, U.S. Marshal.
See?
Been sent on a trail of a band of killers. Alfredo Montez killed a family up near Thieves Landing. He's wanted in 4 states and 2 countries. I think he's holed up near Manzanita Post.
He knows we're coming, Tom. He's holed up and they're waiting for us.
Once again, I wasn't alone on this mission.
Stay low. Move quiet. Hold on. Quiet. We should stay together.
You know what? All we need is the bastard's head.
This ain't Montez. That's his brother. Here's some money. Lee, here's yours. Less than I promised, but more than nothing.
While waiting for the next story mission to appear, I went and started a new blood money mission. Clearing house.
These boys whose house you'll be raiding, they're bad news, like, really bad.
I know you's out there. I'm gonna find you.
Got 0.32 gold bars, but no Capitali inside yet. Back at one of the post offices, I collected everything I had available. One of those things was a treasure map. Every 3 ranks you level up, you get one of them. Opened it and went to the location. It was pretty hard to find the chest. On the way, I came across someone who was on a shooting spree. I even got attacked. It actually felt like the Wild West. Finally, I found the treasure. almost a full gold bar. Pretty good. I went to Strawberry's general store to buy some groceries and provisions. Before going to Van Horn to begin the next story mission. This was the first time that the matchmaking failed to find people to play with. And that's the thing, if you don't find people, you can't play the story. There's no option to do it alone. Thankfully, after a while, I got a match.
There you are. Look, I'm a marshal, so my jurisdiction ends at the city limits. Even if the town in question is a no-good dump like Van Horn. Montez is in there.
Hold up in my saloon.
We'll get your saloon back. You go see if you can find the bastard. Or kill some of his men as they head into town. Do both. Just don't get caught by any law. I heard from your friend, Mr. Horley, and wanted me to remind you to meet him south of Armadillo.
It was time to find the real Montez. And guess what happened? I got kicked out and had to go on matchmaking again. Once I found people, I had to watch the whole cutscene again. No way to skip it. Finally, I was able to play.
That wasn't Montez. He was just seen on the road in the country with some of his boys. We can get him. Let's ride! Alfredo Montez.
$1,000 to whoever sets me free.
Well, these folks here have something money can't buy. Honor, dignity, and a sense that not everything is for sale.
And they are as foolish as you.
They are.
At this point, I almost had 5 gold bars. If we count the 10 additional ones that I'll get for free, that's already enough for my first roll. Wandering around, I found myself near a stranger that could offer me blood money missions.
What do you want? You want work. But to be clear, I didn't do it. I swear I hardly knew the bastard. This fella and his bunch. If you kill him, maybe I can walk free again. They're over at Fort Brennan.
Place was packed.
Hey, you! What business you got here?
With this mission done, I'd be able to get blood money missions from him too. They were a pretty good source of gold bars, and they seemed to be pretty entertaining. I came back to Joe and began the Jeb Phelps contract.
Jeb Phelps, a fine man. The gang you used to run with got a stash of your Capitale. They turned him in for the price on his head. Now, if you can find him, seems like you both got a reason to pay his old gang a visit.
First objective was to rescue Jeb.
How about you get me out of here?
Rope one of them bodies. Drag her with us to Van Horn.
We're gonna pay a visit. My old gang. It was them what handed me in. All for a measly bounty. Damn near the whole town was in on it. So now, damn near the whole town burned. See this? Do you see this? Who picked the wrong man to double?
I got a cabin just northwest of town. Take me up there, will you?
To end the mission, I brought him to his safe house nearby. More gold bars. I was able to upgrade the Deadeye ability card. Then, I met with another stranger called James Langton.
You're the fella looking for work. You interested?
I'm the biggest bastard you're ever gonna meet. James Langton. Mess with me, and you'll be begging me to kill you. You do right by me? I'll have a few things for you.
For some reason, this mission glitched out. I talked with him and was able to start a blood mission straight away. I continued with Jeb Phelps' contract part 2.
Jeb's only useful for one thing. The location of his old gang's stash. One of his former associates is holed up near Butcher Creek. Bring him to Jeb, whatever it takes.
While waiting for the mission cooldown to finish, I tried to continue the main story. Unfortunately, matchmaking failed. Not once, but twice. After finally getting a match, we were tasked with taking down Teddy Brown.
Teddy Brown, he's just a second-rate, common, no-good horse thief. You kill him and the rest of his boys, well, you'll wind up in jail, or worse. You, come with me. And remember, these are the people that put you in jail.
Let's hope bastard is holed up tight as he can be. I've already had 2 men shot since last we spoke.
That's too bad. Luckily, I brought in the cavalry, so to speak.
You have, huh?
Yes. My associates. And what's more, I think I found a way of ensuring they don't get themselves shot. Like your deputies. Put those on.
Teddy Brown is a bad man.
One of the worst.
But there's folk in Blackwater, powerful folk, who asked my boss to get me to leave him alone.
I can imagine. Amos Lansing and Jeremiah Shaw, perhaps?
I don't know. Maybe. My lord! Look at you!
I read about this. Australian, I believe. Always wanted to see if it works.
My friends, let me take you up. Come on.
Bring us Teddy Brown. Dead or alive.
Think I'm afraid of you fools? God damn you! God damn you!
No! God damn you, Teddy Brown!
Hello, Mrs. Leclerc.
Who killed my husband? Who killed my husband?
Your husband? That little milksot? Oh, I guess I imagined he was your brother. No woman would ever marry his kind. Oh. I did kill him. I did it. And he was begging for his life. Pathetic, really.
Who put you up to it? Who?
Lady, that's none of your damn business.
Then I guess we'll kill the lot of them. That's 1 down, 3 to go. Mr. Horley, pay our friends for their service.
Thank you. We shall be in touch.
With him down, business with Leclerc was concluded for the moment. It was time to finish the last part of Jeb's blood money contract.
Jeb Phelps' time has come. He knows where the stash is. Capitale and all. You will requisition it. As for him, that's a loose end you must tie.
Started at Annesburg. The town seemed pretty empty. I had to look out for Jeff, following clues, until I got him.
He's rooted up inside.
We got detected.
You are some kind of idiot. You know that? Fort Brennan. I'll explain on the way. You're gonna regret this, fella. The stash is up at the fort. Go on! Sound the retreat! Y'all ought to be good at that! We gotta hold them all.
I don't feel so good.
Jeb died of a gunshot wound. In the end, I found the gang's stash underneath some stairs. Got $100, 0.36 gold bars, and 1,000 experience points. Strangely enough, still no Capitale. I went to a weapons shop to buy a new rifle and revolver. Got a treasure map by getting to rank 15. And bought a new set of clothes. After buying some provisions and ammo, I went to the treasure's location. Found 1.53 gold bars and more than $100. Now I was able to continue with the next story chapter.
Tom, who are they?
They're with me.
Let me go.
Tom, they'll be back until they freed Montez, and we and every decent person in this town is dead.
You know what, Bob? Montez. I'm a man of many contradictions. I've thought long and hard about a speech about ethics, about responsibility, about rule of law. Then I decided I'd just do this. And hang the consequences.
You killed him!
So that's one less problem we gotta worry about. Now, what was the real problem in this town?
His boys will be back to kill us all.
And then we better get prepared. These are the folks who's willing and able to help, with whatever weapons they can muster. Go up and station them where they'll be most useful. I expect Montez's men will be here shortly. Hear that? They're riding in. Shoot them when you see them. I'm afraid this isn't over yet. Dear Lord.
You and your friends saved my town.
And Montez died in the conflict.
Exactly. He, died in the conflict. Thank you. Thanks to all of you.
In towns, it's the sheriffs that run things. But we help out where we can. Thank you. You've been a great help in all this business. It's been my pleasure. I hope to see you again. Not too soon, I hope.
Well, thanks again.
Mission was complete. I wanted to try every single blood mission at least once. I needed as much gold as I could get.
There's someone I will tell you how to find. If you someone's in fact sitting on a wee stash that includes some Capitale.
At this point, I decided to try the telegram missions again. This time, I chose one called Rich Pickings. The mayor of Saint Denis kept some smuggled jewels for himself. My objective was to get inside his mansion, confiscate the gems, and deliver them to Josiah.
No time for rest.
I wanted to see if I was able to do a no-lethal run, not killing any innocent people, and remain undetected. I searched every room that was unguarded, but no luck. I had to do something with the house employees. I could try knocking them out. Oh, sh**.
Outdone yourself here.
This time, I was going to try another one, the Braithwaite's Manor mission. It was a similar one. I had to retrieve valuables from the manor.
God, please, no!
I managed to make it out without dying.
You done good.
And got 0.64 gold bars, double the normal amount because of the monthly bonuses. There were double payouts in gold, cash and XP for telegram missions all month. After that, I went to the weapons shop and bought a bow. With this, I would have better chances at approaching the telegram missions at a harder difficulty. But before trying that, I went to do another story mission.
They're gonna hang young Tom Davies. Your friend, the Marshal. Hang him for being your friend and doing good in a bad world. Montez's boys gonna teach goodness a lesson. Teach law a lesson. Tell order it don't exist no more in this chaos of a world. They got him in Tumbleweed, and they're gonna lynch him. Or they're gonna lure you in there and lynch all you. Guess you'll have to figure that out. He crossed the line! And now Fredo's men, they're crossing it too!
These two men are killers. The worst kind of killers. The kind that hide behind the law. So today, Marshal Davies and Sheriff Freeman are going to get what's coming. Do it.
If I could do it, I'd kill him again.
Do it!
Tom!
We might have saved them.
Now get this rope off my hands. Come on. We're riding to a place I know by the river. I wasn't sure about you, Mr. Jones. But then you went and saved my neck.
Well, I ain't gonna make a habit of it.
All of you, thank you. I mean it, thank you.
Yes, thank you. I don't like requiring help, but this time I did. Marshal Davies, all of you, thank you.
Ain't that fine? I was thinking we should leave before Montez's ghost decides to pay us any further visits.
So you are a good fella, Mr. Jones.
Me? No, never. I just like watching what other folks is, that's all.
There's a word for fellas like you.
Wise? Is that the word? Come, Marshal. Help me get home. Been quite enough excitement for a clapped-out old fool well past his best for one day.
Friends, I'll see you again, I hope. But next time, under better circumstances, I trust.
After a day or so, I finally got the 10 free gold bars. With a total of 20, I was ready to buy my bounty hunter license. On my way to getting it, I discovered the gang hideout, another one of the open world activities available.
You, huh? I ain't begging to no traitor. Set me free or don't.
After that, I finished another daily challenge and finally got 7 days in a row, rewarding me with a 1.5 times multiplier. It was time to get my bounty hunter license.
I thought you said they'd be here.
That's what I thought.
Is this them?
Nope. Well, there they are in the wagon. That's her.
Whoa there. You all looking for the Twin Rocks gang?
Isn't everybody?
I got them for you. In the back. Go ahead. Count them up. They're all there.
God damn. 1, 2, 2.5.
Let me get you your money. That's something. Bringing all them boys in, you know.
Bounty hunting ain't so hard. Any fool can do it.
I ain't so sure.
How about you there? You fool enough to try? Become a bounty hunter? There's a board up at most every jailhouse and post office. The sheet's going up regular. All you need is a license, which the sheriff will sell you. You can take down a poster and go. Alive, get your full price. Dead, a little less. You go after one of the big ones, I'll tell you what I know about them, as a favor. The worst that can happen is they kill you.
There's only 9. I counted them twice.
There was 10 when I pulled up. I know you're hiding out there. You got 10 seconds to turn yourself in. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3,
No.
2,
No, please.
1.
Please, no.
There's your 10.
Clean it up, Archibald.
If it ain't all here, I will be back.
I'm sure you will.
That one there might want a bounty hunting license. Help him out, won't you?
That true? You want a license? You want to get registered, you're gonna have to say. Well, here you go, then. You are now permitted to use all appropriate force in the apprehension of outlaws in these states. You are a bounty hunter. Good luck.
Now, I was ready. But before doing my first gig, I wanted to complete the final story mission, which also happens to be the daily challenge for the day. The matchmaking was a nightmare. I tried for 1, 2, 3, 4 times until I managed to get someone.
I'm so glad you came. Thank you.
Seems your efforts have not been entirely in vain, but have produced some rather surprising results. Well, not surprising, but...
Confusing. Confusing. After castigating me as a widow, a harlot, a fool, a madwoman, anything and everything, suddenly, shortly after we killed his brother-in-law, Amos Lansing wants to talk. He sent word via an intermediary.
Mr. Jones.
Even that crazy old fool said not to trust any of it.
Which is why we need you. You're to help keep Mrs. Leclerc protected during the meeting at Blackwater.
I shouldn't imagine they would kill us in broad daylight, but you never know. I never imagined they'd kill my husband, nor turn me into a fugitive. Anyway, friends, shall we go? Today may go any number of ways, but I want to make sure once the shooting starts, all of them end up dead.
One of you drive the wagon, the other keep guard.
Thank you. All of you. This means... well, it means something. I don't know exactly what yet, but...
I don't think any of us think Mr. Lansing has become a saint, madam, but perhaps we should hear him out.
Perhaps. When we get there, you decent folk can stay by my side. Very good, Mr. Lansing.
Take this. I'll be back. Let's go. Well, hello, darling.
Good to see you, Mr. Lansing.
You too. Jessica! How lovely to see you. Why, it's been a
long time? No, it hasn't. Not compared with all eternity.
Oh, Jessica, I miss Philip every day. It's awful what happened to him. Quite terrible, but you seem... My dear, you seem under the misapprehension that I had something to do with his demise.
You, your wife, or your business partner. At least one of you did. And your brother-in-law. But he's dead.
Well, he was a bad man. I'm glad he was killed.
Sure. It cleans up your mess, doesn't it?
You don't seem quite well, my dear.
I'm not. I am destroyed with grief.
Oh, of course. Yeah, life can be terrible, but... Well, there is a business matter that we need to discuss.
Oh, sure there is.
Well, you see, he and I had an agreement. In the event one of us died, the other took control of the business in exchange for a nominal sum.
You lie, sir.
It was signed last year. The document lies with Mr. Shaw there. He also has your money, $500.
My husband's property was worth 100 times that. You thief! You murderous thief!
Madam Leclerc, I will ask you to watch your manners. I have good standing in this town.
Oh, you do you?
I am a man of impeccable morality.
Oh, well, then you have little to fear of death. You god-awful swine!
Take it from here. Here are the documents, madam. They were forged.
Of course they were forged.
Here.
I don't need to see them.
No, I don't suppose you do. Although
There's Grace Lansing, but she will have to wait. And also, we have to decide how we're gonna clear all our names and extricate ourselves from the mess we have uncovered.
Not sure the state authorities take too kindly to revenge killings, madam.
No, I'm sure they don't. But that's a problem for another day. Because right now, that little plot is over. And my husband has been avenged. My friends, my true friends. I owe you more than words can say. Thank you. And should our paths cross again, and... well, I'm sure they may. But right now, I need to make myself scarce. And I recommend that you all do your best not to get into too much additional trouble. That's your business. My poor husband, he deserves so much better than this, but this is what he got. This is what we all got. Drive on.
Mr. Hawley.
The main story campaign was done. Now, my bounty hunting era has begun. I bought a reinforced lasso before starting my first legendary bounty.
Etta Doyle. Used to be known as Madame Le Pearl. She runs a gang of other fallen women, sticking up trains and coaches mostly, but seems to have a particular fancy for robbing Leviticus Cornwall of late. So his men have set a honeypot to lure her in. Tipped her off about a big stash of money and ammunition at Cornwall's freight yard in Saint Denis. Asked if I can send some good bounty hunters their way. Just be careful. They play smart.
Looks like she only sent one.
Okay, we gotta move fast here, come on. Now the bait's already been set. Etta Doyle and her girls could be here any minute. Mr. Cornwall, you don't want his name anywhere near this for reasons I'm sure you can understand. Just wants it dealt with quick and quiet. You're gonna want to ensconce yourself in here. Now wait till they bust in, and then, when the moment's right, ambush Miss Doyle and escort her into custody. They want her alive.
You get paid, we get rid of her, everyone's happy. Now don't worry about her cronies. She's the one with the price on her head. They're notorious for dressing alike, so you bide your time, you figure out which one's Doyle. You'll know for sure when you see her face. Got a big old scar down her right cheek.
And we're just gonna hang around and stand guard, create some semblance of security, and just pray the crazy bitch don't bust in and shoot us straight in the face. All right, now, it's time. Find a place to hide, and we'll wait for the guest of honor.
Hey, Brent! You ever work? What the hell are you doing? This is private property. We just work here. We don't want no trouble.
Too late for that.
Wait, please!
Okay, girls, come on. Let's tear this place apart.
Seen anything yet?
Nice try, but you reeled in the wrong fish, my friend.
No, not like this.
Come on. Let's just work this out.
Well, I'm always pleased to see them breathing. They pay their debt. Well, that's what they were, and not a penny more.
After delivering a legendary bounty, you have to wait for a cooldown to finish, so I went and did a normal one in between.
Get him alive just so we can string him high.
I began my second legendary bounty.
Mr. Tobin Winfield III? He's more used to signing off on bounties than being the subject of them. But no one cries when a corrupt politician gets their comeuppance. I believe he's hiding out in Thieves' Landing. Yeah, the man's a thief, but not the same kind as the rest of them down there. I'd wager he won't survive the week. From the looks of this poster, you're to recover the deeds that he stole, so make sure you find them.
It's not them. Thank the Lord. I'm here. I'm here. You got me. I come willingly, but please hear me out. I'm in danger. Not from you, fine people. Rather, some cutthroats I was quite unwise to trust. I promised them the deeds that I misappropriated if they would help me flee. Now, I have it on good authority that they mean to kill me for those deeds. Protect me, and they're yours. I'll give it all back. Yes? Good. Good. Follow me. They will be here very soon. Very good. The deeds are a short ride away, sequestered. I give you the deeds. You saved my life.
The mayor belongs to us.
take me in now. Time to face the music. But may I ask you, please, don't tie me up. Let me keep the little dignity I have remaining. I can go in on my own terms, can I? Very good. I can't tell you what it means to be treated with some decency. Finally. I hope you'll all get along. Heaven help me. Tie me if you must, but... These came so easily.
Bounty, is it? Looks like you done a fine job there. Just throw him in the cell. There you go.
While waiting for the cooldown, I did another Telegram mission. It had a Hitman Assassin's Creed type of vibe. I had to find the target just by following a description, and had to kill him undetected for the full payout. He was wearing a top hat and spurs. I went around the area looking for him.
Good morning to you. Don't be so rough.
What? Huh?
I messed up once again. I decided to try again from scratch, but before being able to do so, I had to wait for 18 minutes. Meanwhile, I met with another stranger.
Hold it right there. You looking for work? Kidnapping ain't nothing nice, we all know that. But nor is talking lies about business associates. That ain't nice neither. I'm an honest-to-goodness businessman. Well, I would be if I could just get ahead. Listen, this situation, it'll help me get ahead, and it'll help you as they'll pay you. This fella right here, Jackson James. He'll be on a stagecoach coming from Saint Denis. Take him. And if he's traveling with anyone, take them too. You'll earn a bunch of money, and it might calm him down a little and teach him some manners.
Somebody do something! Please help me!
I started the Saloon Contract Part 1.
I got some leads in town that you could chase up.
I had to steal Capitali from local criminal stashes around Saint Denis. There were 3, each one protected by bandits.
Have you lost your mind? Or are you looking to have some fun?
I don't need it.
Suit yourself.
¿Qué diablos fue eso?
But you won't find lips sweeter than mine.
Having reached rank 20, I went on my way to grab the next treasure map. With this, I had almost a total of 11 gold bars now. The next legendary bounty I tackled was Red Ben Clemson.
Red Ben Clemson. Dresses like he's on the way to church. Acts like he's never heard a sermon. rob enough trains, one of these companies is gonna put a price on your head. Or maybe all of them. He's a hero to some folks, a villain to others, and most likely somewhere in between. This might interest you. A fella he used to run with lost his leg, became real bitter with it. He's got himself a vested interest in Ben's demise. Meet him over at Mercer Station, he might tell you where to go.
Hey, you looking for Red Ben? She told me you'd be here, but you better hurry up if you want to catch him. They took over a train up near Armadillo. By now, they'll be going at quite a clip. So you have to find them near Tumbleweed and get on board somehow. And that's all I can give you for free. Bastard made me a cripple. But that don't mean I'm gonna give him up on the plate for nothing. You want him or not? Now, I can give you the spot where you find him exactly. All right, then. Let me see. By the time you get to him, the train will be going through here. Get there quick. You'll find him.
Looks like I owe you some money.
I wanted to retry the Hitman-style telegram mission once again, to see if I could do a perfect stealth run. Everything was going smoothly. Until this happened. It didn't make any sense. I was so far away from the body, but somehow there was a witness after the fact. I wouldn't get the full reward just because of this.
This is a job well done. Appreciate it.
The following legendary I tried was Sergio Vincenza.
Goddamn anarchist. Sergio Vincenza. He ain't even American either. Did you know he was gonna kill the governor if they didn't find him out? And who can guess how many minds he poisoned, talking that collectivist nonsense? Stopping this loudmouth is what the law was made for. Ain't gonna be easy, though. I heard he's bedded in deep with a bunch of these zealots. Oh, and he's a former military sharpshooter, too.
My brother, liberty will be shackled at all cost. That is how government works. I used to use this rifle to fight for them, but now it is turned the other way. Whatever happens, we must be strong, amigo.
Looks like they put up quite a fight and lost.
Having failed to do the last telegram mission with perfect stealth, I decided to try a new one. Thing is, I didn't realize what I was getting into. It was a hardcore mission. This meant enemies don't show up on the radar. There is zero aim assist. I'm playing with a controller, by the way, and I'm pretty sure enemies are more aggressive and damage is increased. One of the most intense missions I experienced. My objective was to steal some plants from some bank robbers holed up in the snowy mountains.
Time to die! You're better off as a corpse, partner.
In the end, I was able to make it, and I even got double the amount of rewards. After such a hardcore experience, I did the Ada Doyle legendary bounty once again, just to do something easier for a bit. Continuing with the blood money missions, I started the second part of the saloon contract.
I don't know who'd be foolish enough to set up shop across from Martelli's boys in Saint Denis. Supplies the saloons up in Van Horn. They're headed up there to pick up a stash of Capitale. I suggest you tail them. Find out where it is, and get there first.
I had to find a bootlegger and follow him.
Well, anyway.
Are you roosted or something?
Everything was going great until I restarted the mission again and finished it with no problem. I proceeded to do the final part of the saloon contract.
It ain't just lowlifes trying to get their hands on Capitale. And apparently that includes the owner of the Bastille Saloon in Saint Denis. I suggest you pay him a visit.
My objective was to recover the Capitale from the Bastille owner. I entered the saloon.
There. Just came in.
Hey, easy.
I went upstairs.
Going up. Let's move.
What would you cook again today?
Someone kill him already! Wait, I'll tell you.
By doing another legendary bounty again,
Put him in the cell.
I finally was able to reach 15 gold bars once again. With that, I purchased the prestigious Bounty Hunter license. This gave me access to more bounties to choose from, and more ranks to unlock a wide variety of items and more. I was now a prestigious Bounty Hunter. At this point, I had almost no Capitale. Since it seemed it was going to take forever, I found out there were specific missions that had almost guaranteed Capitale loading spots. By loading some corpses in the Cornwall Contract Part 1, and restarting the mission, I grinded enough of them until I was able to afford to tackle one of the blood money heists. Finally, it was time to begin the heist.
Okay,
Now old Joe'll dance. Take your goddamn Capitale to the Italian. There, take it. After all you done, whatever it is, better be good.
Senator Ricard, you recall we spoke of him? The man who has so foolishly been trying to make his reputation at the expense of my employer. He wishes to put himself and his beloved Lemoyne in the headlines of next year's Centennial State Fair in Sacramento. And he has devised quite the centerpiece. 3 of the world's most famous jewels brought together for a single exhibit. Except, we will ensure they never meet. One by one, as they are taken west, you will find them, you will procure them, and if you value my friendship as highly as you should, you will bring them to me. Today's prize, the Covington Emerald. It was found some years ago on the island of Guarma and procured by Mr. Luther Covington, the steel magnate. Like all your philanthropists, Mr. Covington is hungry for publicity, so he was only too happy to offer his prize jewel to the state's fair. It is traveling west by train under the protection of the Saint Denis Police Department. You should expect the area to be under very careful guard, though I recommend you speak to the station clerk. He is a man who is keen to help our organization.
Monsieur? There's official business at the station today. Any disorderly conduct, my men will put you quiet right away. Bear that in mind.
The look on Covington's face when he hears about this would be just as priceless. We will work together again soon. I'm certain of it.
Thank you for watching all the way through, and thank you to everyone who joins as a member and donates to the channel. Hope to see you again.